Hey everyone, welcome back to the Racefight Smokehouse and Grill. And today we are making these awesome breaded steak sandwiches. Stick around, this is going to be awesome. Thanks for hanging in there, everybody. This particular recipe is one of my favorite meals of all time. I'm not sure if this is just a regional cuisine or if this is elsewhere in the US, but in the Chicago area, breaded steak sandwiches are pretty popular. One of my favorite restaurants in the world, I go for my birthday every year, is Rick and Benny's, one of the greatest steak sandwiches in the world. However, today, we are making my dad's recipe for breaded steak sandwiches, which is always a favorite of mine. When I would come home from college, I'd request this. When special birthdays, I request this. So talked to him the other day. It's a simple recipe and we're gonna make it today. First thing we have here are these sirloin tip sandwich steaks. Now these are just cut from the sirloin tip and they're very thin, which is great for sandwiches. However, you don't want to just cook it like this because it's not going to be tender enough. You want to be able to bite through the sandwich and bite through the meat. So we're actually going to tenderize these with a mallet. And then we're going to cut these into pieces so we can deep fry them easily. This will spread out as we tenderize it. So this one is perfectly tenderized now, and as we cook it, all these holes are gonna make it super tender, so when you bite, it's just gonna bite right through with no issues. But again, this piece is too big. So I'm gonna cut this part off, because this one's fine, and then I'm just gonna cut this one in half. Boom, and boom. There's our tenderized steaks, and the size that we're gonna want them at. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of these, and then we're gonna come back for when we bread them. Okay, we have all these steaks pounded out, tenderized, ready to get breaded. These are looking great, so next thing we have to do is bread these up. And it's gonna be real simple here. We have Italian seasoned breadcrumbs and a few beaten eggs. We're gonna go breadcrumbs, eggs, breadcrumbs, and that's it. So you take your steak, give it a quick breadcrumb, give it a quick egg dip, back into breadcrumbs for another layer. You're gonna get that double crunchy from this. That's what you wanna look at. Fully covered. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do these. And when we come back, we're gonna start frying them up. One thing I should say is that I'm using this particular cut of steak. You can go ahead and use any cut of steak you'd like, just as long as it's cut really thin and you could tenderize it. Because there's nothing worse than having a steak sandwich where you're biting and pulling at it. You want a steak sandwich that's nice and tender, so it's gotta be thin and it's gotta be tenderized. Pro tip. So we have the amount that we're going to cook up today, ready to go, all breaded, looking great, smelling great from that Italian breadcrumbs. And we're just using some Crisco today, vegetable shortening. I think it has a really good mild flavor, but feel free to use whatever kind of oil you typically fry with. Basically, all we're gonna do is cook these for 3 minutes per side, let it go 3 minutes and flip. You're gonna do 1 or 2 at a time, depending on the size. You don't wanna crowd the pan. So let's go get this pan fired up with the shortening, and let's cook some breaded steaks. We're gonna be running this oil at about 350, 375. You want it to be a little hotter than 350 because once you put the meat in, it's going to drop down. So let's do this. We're gonna cook it about 3 minutes per side. Running right where we want to, right about that 350 mark. Looking good. Let's pull it out. Let it rest on some paper towel. Okay, these guys are done. This is the last batch. Look at how golden and deliciously steak fried we're looking at here. Oh man. These are gonna be outstanding. All right, let's go make these sandwiches. And now the time has come. We build this great sandwich. We have our awesome breaded steaks. We have a great French roll. We have some pasta sauce. This is just store-bought pasta sauce. Use whatever kind you want. If you want to get fancy, make your own, feel free. It'll only be that much better. We're gonna add some hot giardiniera peppers on there. If you don't know what giardiniera is, please check it out. It's a delicious salad of different peppers and carrots and celery in an oil, and you can get spicy or mild. It kicks up any sandwich. And we're gonna hit it with some cheese also. So let's do this. I'm so excited. Gotta make a big sandwich here, right guys? Gotta get it with that sauce. Put these out of here for now. A little bit of cheese. And some of these great peppers. You want to melt the cheese, throw it in the broiler for a minute, throw it in the microwave if you want. Oh man, look at that. Oh, here we go. My little bite of heaven here. Oh yeah. Perfect. Cooked all the way through. Tender all the way through because of how we tenderized it beforehand. The giardiniera, the cheese, the bread. If you have never had one of these, I'm telling you, you have to go make one. I'm telling you, you have to go make one. All day. That's a perfect sandwich. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it makes you want to go try a breaded steak sandwich. Please give me a thumbs up. Like, share, subscribe. Follow me on social media, Facebook and Instagram. Give me a comment on your thoughts, whether you liked it, don't like it. Anyway, I like having that discussion. Anyway, cheers everybody. Thanks again for checking out this video, and we'll see you soon. Cheers everybody.